Hey, this is Russ Bain with Role Playing Public Radio. We are playing Eclipse Phase Duality, the finale, in the Outer System, part 1 of 2, hopefully. In the last session, the players, in their doomed egos, found out the location of where the Titan, codenamed Cronus, who has been pretending to be Lauren Crystal, has been going through the outer system, or throughout the entire solar system, most of the outer system anyway, to gather various resources and information for some stated end purpose, some sort of end game. And you found out where he was sitting on, like, for example, over 100,000 egos were sent to a space station called Alpha Plus. This is what you found out from the Ultimates, or at least this is what Firewall is briefing you about, because none of you made it back. So you're all being restored from backup.
Yay, will test.
Yes, will times 3 for everybody.
Oh, no.
Lost continuity.
And that's the ego, too.
Nope. Let me see. Here we go.
I made it.
272. Wow. Continuity. Let's see here. Actually, I think
I've lost a bit of time.
Continued is on the page before that.
The penalties.
Continuity test.
Integration alien modifiers. I guess it doesn't.
Let me see.
Yeah, I'm using the very first edition because I'm.
Me too.
Okay.
Oh, do we need...
Well, if there are
Continuity
modifiers.
stress.
Well, that's the stress loss. I'm talking about the modifiers to the will save, if there are any.
Oh, no.
Okay. So I can saw that. I just thought there would be modifiers.
Uploading. Oh, there's no test.
Well, there is one mentioned on the previous page I want to look at. No, yeah. Continuity.
Oh, no, it's will times 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted
1d10 divided by 2.
if that's for
If
a
you
success.
fail.
If you fail. Okay. All right.
Since I
So
succeeded, I'm just going to... Lost a little bit of time. I'm going to assume that we had to institute Masada.
there are modifiers for that if you do fail. But so let me know. Did anyone fail?
Nope.
Popcorn.
Tom. Okay. All right.
Well, then there's integration and alienation.
This is just.
Well, that's when you actually sleep into something, because right now you're in your symbol space briefing thing. So,
Wait. I feel okay.
yeah. And by now you're used to not, knowing how you died. But you got messages out, which was relayed and then verified by the firewall sources, that there is something very unusual going on at Alpha Plus. Alpha Plus has a population of over 15,000 people who wanted to give up all elements of free will. It is a perfectly ordered society. As soon as you go there, you are go through extensive psychosurgery in order to make you fit into a particular role for society. And so everyone there is happy all the time. Because
What was the name of it again?
Alpha Plus.
Alpha Plus.
It is in RimWord. You can look it up in RimWord if you have that, or if you have the PDF. So this background, of course, they don't know how relevant that information is going to be right now because they have confirmed that Cronus is on board, and at least a beta fork of it, if not an actual alpha. It would certainly have the resources there to build the data centers necessary to house an alpha fork. Just so you know, an alpha ego of a Titan can't just be housed in, a normal transhuman cortical stack. It needs a shitload of computational resources. Something like massive data centers, distributed networks of data centers. The kind of resources actually people don't really build anymore after the fall because, they just don't want another Titan waking up. So, however, in a very large station like that, I think it's a Bernal sphere, with a population of 16,000, they would have the raw materials necessary to build those kind of servers. So who knows what the fuck's going on there. But you do have an in there. You see, Alpha Plus is very, very far away. Right now, you are in a symbol space center in Oberon, which is a moon of Uranus, which is about, I'll just say for the sake of expediency, because Uranus is a really weird orbit. Right now, it is 20 astronomical units away from the Sun. Alpha Plus right now is 30 astronomical units away. So, and each astronomical unit means there's 8.3 minutes of light speed lag. So
Basically, like 8.3 light minutes.
yes. So, however, you do have an in on not at Alpha Plus, but actually the Abzu, ABZU, a mercurial/autonomous built arc ship that is under construction in the outer system. This is not in Rimworld, this is my own creation. Anyways, it is a very large arc ship that is meant to go to another solar system. So, 1,000 missions, thousands of years, that kind of thing. Yes.
Forevermore Ascensionados.
But they had their own firewall sentinels, put some alpha forks on there, just in case. And one of those sentinels woke up, saw some shit was going down, and said, Firewall, can you send some people here and secure the farcasting antenna so you guys can farcast into it? Outside of that, you don't know a whole hell of a lot. But it is a colony ship. They would have schematics of pretty much every single morph there and the facilities to manufacture them if they don't already. So you can basically, whatever morph you want, you can have. So you can already have that calculated on your character sheet. You just have to, scope out the situation, find out what it is. This is, your initial briefing from Proxy Galileo, who is a gate crasher, but he has sort of been press ganged into helping out with this. Firewall is very interested in, preventing the Titan fork from doing whatever it's doing.
On the Alpha Plus.
Yes. It is the Abzu is approximately 10,000 kilometers away, pretty close by. And
How long
moving
does it
closer.
take to farcast there?
From you, you're 10 astronomical units away from it. So it takes you. I'd have to look it up, but you can all farcast safely into it at the same time. They can simultaneously upload you. But before you go, if you want to do any research and try and figure out more information, you can. You can also requisition additional favors or supplies. For example,
So they haven't told us we died on?
they told you they. Well, no, you have been briefed on that. That's why you had to make your continuity
Yeah.
saves. They don't
Well,
know.
so you make your continuity saves if you lose time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do, because you wake up and it's not there, and they said, "Yeah, we lost you. We don't know how it happened."
Oh, okay.
A tactical nuke did go off, so we assume it was quick, and
And you most certainly were not eaten alive by a fractal.
Yeah, no.
Like, that would just, I can't imagine anything more horrible than
yeah,
that.
that would be fate worse than death. But you are all so yeah, you all made it.
Part of the job.
Yeah, part of the job.
We didn't ask for it.
You didn't
That
ask.
we were press gang into.
Well,
After that first job, we were press gang.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you kind of,
Not press gang.
Yeah. Well, you got to have a lot of
Well, we found
information.
Hedro, so
They could just lobotomize all those secrets out of your brain, but they
They did that once.
They did that. You did that to yourselves, actually. Remember?
Sure we did.
Actually,
Oh, yeah, good.
I think
As far
he
as you
doesn't
know.
remember that. That's kind
As
of the
far
point.
as you know, you did. So,
Yeah.
all right, fair enough. But they really want you to close this up, so they're willing to give you whatever. For example, you could requisition other agents to go with you, and they can be farcasted along with you. So if you want backup, and
Proxy meat shield.
well, you could do that. One has already volunteered, one who has recently got it out in the Jovian Republic, and is eager, has heard about this, and wants to help out a infosec specialist known as Black Ice. It wants to, kick some Titan ass.
Oh, yeah.
So he can help secure the route, or at least, the info angle.
When in doubt, throw more Cyrax at it.
Yes, well,
Get us more Cyrax.
he actually resents being called a Cyrock because he is so heavily edited now. He considers himself his own unique AGI code line. But anyways,
I understand.
The internal politics of AGI identity culture is politics is weird. So, so what else do you guys want to do before you firecast onto the Abzu? You don't have much information because the sleeper who is there is trying to maintain a low status, so he hasn't been broadcasting much information.
I'm going to be completely useless when we get there anyway, so. Until I get a body.
Yeah.
You're trying to get some information about the Ark ship. It's Mercurial /
autonomous. It's been like a coalition of different autonomous cultures.
Well, I'm totally connected to scientists.
Yeah.
If someone
Networking
could buy
scientists.
some skillware for some hardware skills, that'd be swell.
Yeah,
we
you
don't
can-
have those, and Ross will make us have them.
Yes.
Yeah, you can actually get let's see. There's a hard limit on how many skill wares you can have at any one time.
Well, yeah, but you have to be sleeved. But
Yeah.
if somebody can,
At least get something so we're at
Like
least
get
at
the
40.
Yeah, you can make a networking scientist check to find out about it.
and
Background information.
My question on that is, if we're going to be going in heavy,
No.
because if we're facing a Titan, we should probably figure on armaments of some sort.
Well, we're going to have to get there.
You can. So you failed your check.
I did.
You do know. Well, even on a fail, you know the Abzu is a well-known, it's a publicly known Ark ship that was put together by many different groups.
So where's it headed?
To another solar system. They haven't decided which one yet. It's still under construction. It'll take another 3 years for it to finish.
Oh.
And then part of the main thing is getting enough antimatter to fuel its engines.
Well, of course you got to have antimatter.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's really hard getting antimatter out that far out.
yeah.
So
They make it on Mercury.
yeah, no, they actually make it on the
Yeah, but that's the big,
Oh yeah, that is a secret.
mini intersystem
Yeah.
facilities do it.
Also, are they harving it from worm eggs?
Yes, space dragon eggs. That exoplanet is crazy. So
What's
anybody
the
else can make a
respawn rate on
networking
those
scientist check if you have that, or you can make other research checks.
I'll go ahead and do I can do networking scientist as well. And ought to.
Okay. You do know that they have a full library, basically every single open source blueprint and schematic available. So they
Such
would have
materials that we need.
A seed vault of
seed.
knowledge.
Well, also they would have schematics to fabricate weapons, and they would have industrial fabricators. So you could just push a button, get a plasma gun. Pretty much it.
you push a button, you get a plasma gun.
Yes.
You push a button, you get a plasma
Yes.
gun.
Exactly.
Can I hit the muffin button?
Yes, you can do that. It can make a plasma gun. It can make a muffin.
Yes.
So you do know
And
that.
it takes the same amount of time for each.
Wait, but can you make a muffin in the shape of a plasma gun?
If they're talking like this, I'm just going down.
I don't blame
I'm
you.
bashing the Farcast button.
All right, so he's already farcasting. Are there any? I mean, it takes a while. So are you guys doing anything else?
That's what I did. You forecast basically the speed of light.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's see. It actually
Question: how are we going to get from the Abzu to Alpha Plus?
an hour and 20 minutes.
It is.
basically.
They have. In fact, because you made your research check, you know it would have a shuttle bay. It would have a hangar that would have shuttles and other craft, and also your 10,000 kilometers or even closer to it, which is certainly within the distance that a short range. Hell, you could even get in a suit with a jetpack basically on it, and just if you hope you don't miss.
EVA.
Yeah, you could EVA it.
By the way, an hour and 20 minutes is how long it would take to get there.
Yeah.
At the speed of light.
So yeah, thank you. You can all be uploaded at the same time.
Okay.
I do math.
Well, before we're going there, can we do a network autonomous to see if there's any other information they have on the Alpha Plus site?
There's reams of material about it, and you have to be more specific.
Okay.
As that is publicly known. Now it has gone. Now there is, but you also do know that it's gone quiet recently, or sending out less traffic than usual.
What was the last transmissions that came out before everything?
It's still sending out like "we're okay" messages. They just the people there have stopped talking or sending out like, "Hey," casual blog posts about they have their own like mesh blog. We're like, "Hey, it's week 805 on the Abzu. We're doing blah 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 blah."
What poor bastard got to sign that in their perfect society? You shall be blogger.
Well, that's Alpha Plus. The Abzu is not the perfect society.
Okay.
Alpha Plus does have its blogger, and he loves that shit. It's like, come join us. Free will sucks. Be a drone. Drones are awesome. That's
Now, which one has gone quiet? Is that Abzu?
Abzu.
Oh.
Alpha Plus has always been quiet. They do occasionally, but no one's noticed. Yeah, you can make another check to see if they've had unusual traffic.
Okay. Would that just be an interfacing or just
Networking or research.
Networking hypercorp, maybe?
That you could do that.
or networking autonomous?
That would work better.
52 out of 80.
And no.
Okay. Networking at Hypercorp, Alpha Plus has always been weird, but a lot of disaffected Hypercorp wage slaves want to defect there. In fact, there's a whole little fan club for them, and they've been a little pissed off recently that the Alpha Plus blogger who answers their questions about how awesome their society is has stopped talking for the last 3 weeks. And they figure it might just be because of long range, or maybe they hit something, or some other technical problems. Or I'm going to fix the antenna, blah, blah, blah. That kind of thing. And you also notice,
Like all Pandorum and just space everybody.
well, you don't know.
They always do that. There's just an orc cloud of corpses out there.
That's within the realm of possibility.
Pick up speed to bash through them.
You could do that.
Right. It's what we call the corpsicle cloud.
Corpsicle. It stayed thousands of years later. On your right, you'll see the Corpsicle cloud. We go through our tour of the solar system.
The Dark Souls guys make a space game next.
That would be awesome.
Or the corpse zone layer.
The Corpse Zone. Another black metal album.
Corpse zone layer.
All right, so you guys do anything else before you
While the
forecast?
fall was a terrible thing for humanity, it was great for the solar system metal
Bash.
bands.
The main
Bash.
the main reason I ask is because there will be you can still talk to Firewall when you get there, but it will take
2 hours.
240 4 hours. 120 minutes one way, 120 minutes on the way back, 240 minutes.
How are we
4
supposed to
hours.
beat this? 2 hours later.
Oh, 120. I thought you said an hour.
It's an hour and 20. It's 80 minutes.
80 minutes.
Oh,
So,
sorry.
Yeah, so it'd be
yeah.
2.5 hours.
Yeah, 2.5 hours. So 2.5 hours to get a message back, and that's assuming they reply instantly. Like
But really, like, not,
shoot the red spot.
Yeah.
So what, well, let's think about this and give a good
right.
researched answer.
So you're going.
For a calculator.
Everyone else going?
Damn it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So you all podcast over.
What is it like? Is that just a pew sound?
No, it's more of a gradual falling asleep then, because they do this sort of like you're sending part of your mind part at a time to it. So it's just like gradually falling asleep and waking up somewhere else. Which is and you're in.
It's not fun.
It's
Just FYI.
yeah, it is weird.
Multiple times this week.
Yeah. You wake up in another symbol space. This one is actually very lush. It looks and resembles Earth in Before the Fall. It has gravity. It is incredibly well rendered. You have XP art, right? Or symbol space design?
Yes, I have symbol space
All right, you give me a roll.
As do I.
All right. I love symbol space.
Nothing.
27.
All right, 27. You recognize it as the World, a open source symbol space game that is meant to simulate dozens of different types of games. It's the kind of game. It's actually pirated. Some elements of it were pirated from a high-end Hypercorp symbol.
That's why it's called The World.
The World, because it is meant to replicate Earth before the fall.
I'm looking at him. He knows what I'm talking
That's kind of a direct .hack reference.
Well, I don't.
'Cause
Yeah, well,
It was. I know it was unintentional.
yeah,
but
it's a
there's-
generic term. So anyway, so it's a simulation of Earth of physics, and you know that this is running on serious computational power because it's simulating physics down to a level where you can't distinguish it between. It's very matrixy, in other words. But it can replicate everything from
Except for deja vu.
just normal. Like people live in this. Like some people just retire into a video game. They give up their bodies, and this is the kind of thing.
And live in a video game for eternity.
Yeah.
Down to what level does it simulate life?
As far as human senses can perceive. So
So it doesn't do DNA or anything like that.
it will do that on a case by case basis. If some player,
So if you build a microscope, it'll let you look
Yes.
at DNA. Okay.
but it doesn't do
But
that.
you'll have crazy lag.
Yeah. Well, it depends, like on how many people are using it. You look there, and you can see it looks like a Saint Bernard, a dog, the strange animal for most of you.
With a little barrel thing.
Yes, a little barrel thing. It says, "Hi, welcome to the world. I am," and then you actually recognize this. There's a little brief interference with the lag. You realize it's trying to send you a coded message. It's pretending to be a generic in-game "Welcome to this game" avatar.
It's like, how about please take the special item located in the barrel.
Is it a firewall? Is it sending a firewall code that we recognize?
It's not a firewall code, as far as you recognize. It's just a generic psst, I want to send you a message that the game admins won't notice.
Hello. I was like, hello, dog. Yes, I will come over and play your game.
All right. So, what's the secret code to get the secret message, Tom? What's the exploit that you have to do? You're in your nice pleasant meadow. It's there's a small pastoral village in the distance. There's children flying kites. It's very fucking scenic.
Actually,
Hey, look, I have this cup.
No.
I have no idea where this came from.
Yeah.
Can you use this cup on that barrel?
You have to run your hand across a field, field of tall grass in a meaningful way. Just
All right.
Can we get out of here before Ross changes the system on us?
you're the only one that seems to.
Now you're playing Netrunner. Good job.
You're the only one that seems
Arrow,
to
give me a
be
perception check to find the right patch of grass.
I will do it.
You can use your perception.
Made it.
Or Caleb, you
I hate it in here because
it's not real.
it's not real.
Yeah.
And I'm an ASIC.
Yeah.
Not comfortable.
Not comfortable. All right, so those of you make it, you get a real message. Oh, thank God. My name's Maya. I'm a firewall sleeper. Here, use run this patch, and we can talk without the caretaker noticing us.
Well, I was like,
Caretaker somehow got his hands on an Ecto, and he can fucking watch the game from. We can't get in the game, but he can monitor it. He has the access to the admin tools, so we have to be careful.
I should be thank you, dog. I will certainly partake of that.
Okay.
Can you just dig this grass?
No.
Upload.
All right, so all of you get patched in, and Maya says, "Yeah," and then you start getting a lot of here, run this app. So this is secret hacker exploit. One ship schematic .exe.
Are we running Pirate for Perfection?
Basically. So you all do that, and you're put into a TACnet with Maya, who is another infomorph, but this one is actually in the mesh, not in a simul space, the ship's mesh network.
Okay.
So you get a security feed showing the interior of the ship, and you see a security pod morph, a generic sort of, cyborg soldier-looking guy, walking down ship's corridor, his hands behind his back. Actually, one hand behind
Most
his back.
everybody's in storage now, right?
Yes. In fact, you can talk to Maya. Maya is just using a generic avatar. She uses the firewall code sign.
Generic, so is this just Avatar?
Yeah. And she seems to be quite glad that there's some firewall agents. Black Ice instances in with you. Oh, say, hey guys. Oh, I was already checking out the mesh right now. I kind of forgot you were coming in.
Oh, well, yeah, you shouldn't be glad that we're the agents they sent. We just...
Black Ice, why does your tag say that you're up to level 38?
I don't know. Some of the games in this are kind of fun, actually.
We're sure you haven't been compromised.
I'm fine. It's fine. He's not. He's only using an Ecto to access it.
I have to go do some dailies, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, exactly. So you can call on Black Ice to help you, but he's just kind of a scatterbrained hacker. So,
Maya, what's going on?
all right. So here's what happened. We don't get supply ships here very often, but the last one, about 2 months ago, had some unexpected visitors, and they sort of took over the ship. But fortunately, they left the ship mostly intact, and they left. They moved us over to this station, Alpha Plus. But they left behind a caretaker and a guard dog. The caretaker is that security pod morph motherfucker, and all I know is it's running the Exsurgent virus. He's got at least... Someone tried to hack his brain because, pod morph, and there's a basilisk hacked in there or something. I don't know. Anyways, we lost that guy. We just, fortunately he was on an air-gapped server, or he wasn't connected to the rest of us. We just saw that little Ecto running him melt. So, don't hack his cyber brain unless you're really good. But anyways, they moved a lot of resources off the colony ship onto Alpha Plus, and now we're just kind of orbiting around Alpha Plus. And the caretaker's just set here to watch, and he was going to infect everybody with the Exsurgent virus, but some of the crew said, well, if we start detecting any signs of the Exsurgent virus, we'll just detonate the engines. And he said, well, my mission's to watch you, so I guess I won't. So we're kind of in a stalemate. If he does anything to... exurgency, folly kind of thing, we blow up the ship.
Is that an actual term?
Well,
Tightny.
I'm kind of stressed. I'm stressed. Tightny. But the thing is, the guard dog, she cuts into an old XP, shows it's a warbot, a giant two-legged mecha that is a Titan war machine.
Two-legged, four-armed.
Yes, with weapon racks on it.
No, it sucks.
Yeah, it's
on the ship.
It's in the hangar. We've isolated the hangar. It's on its own spar. So the thing is, it's got its own sensor feed. So if it detects anything too big leaving the ship, like if we fabricate another shuttle, it will probably shoot through I don't know what it'll do, but it doesn't want us leaving. But I don't think it can notice. I don't think it'll notice people. But ships.
So if we tried an EVA jump, we might be able to get by it.
Yeah, if you want to go there. I assume you're here because of the weirdness on Alpha Plus. So she gives you a sensor feed reading, a live one, of Alpha Plus. Anybody with any technical skills could use those to try and... there's a plethora of... There's just massive amounts of technical data. Interfacing just lets you... It's something to analyze it. Any scientific skill or profession skill.
Computer science?
You're reading sensor readings from a space station. So biology would work because there are life signs. There's thermal readings.
I have biology.
All right.
Yes.
All right. There's tons of thermal readings. You can tell there's actually thousands of people there who do not appear to be affected from the insurgent virus. They're not unusually hot or cold.
Actually, would a hardware and electronics?
Oh yeah, certainly.
I have AUX7 on that, so.
Station seems to be running normally, except for the center of it, which seems to have been recently sort of rearranged. That there's a sort of center sphere within the station, and that's reading incredibly anomalous readings, strange radiation. It's actually
Danger, Will Robinson, Danger.
It actually has some similarities to Pandora Gate. Yeah. Although
You know what? We're gone. Nothing can help us blow this place up. We're done.
Well,
we're done.
You kind of need to find out what's going on. And you do also notice, with a successful hardware electronic, there are point defense systems on the station. You do not, if you had any military type skills, you could try and assess how dangerous they are.
Fashion assassin, maybe?
Minus 10.
Let's give it a shot. 48 out of new 70, so...
They are not. It's not armed to the teeth. It's about standard for a station of that size. So it's basically a matter of attrition more than anything else. You have a giant colony ship. They have a space station. If you could either sneak by it with a small thing, or you could try and blow it up in a space fight, which would probably damage both things. It's not unsurmountable. But certainly, if you just built one little shuttle, it would blow it the fuck out of the sky. So,
would a Interest Titans roll give us any more information?
Sure.
Okay. So, in case the configuration or how this is, Cronus might be setting this up, and that's going to be a no.
Okay.
So,
Are there any sleeving facilities?
On the colony ship?
Well, there are on the colony ship, but
Yeah.
are there any on Alpha Plus?
Yes.
Well, why don't we just not sleeve here and just sleeve down there?
We don't have access to it.
Okay.
Good reason.
I opened up these Farcasting antennas aren't normally open for anybody to ego cast into. I opened this up because I
So
had
where are the
backdoor
body
access.
banks on Alpha Plus?
The readings are making anomalous. They were here before. She shows you a schematic of Alpha Plus, but you can see from judging from the sensor readers, Cronus has changed the arrangement of things. So you can see that he basically pushed everything aside to create this bubble. Yeah, weirdness.
Yeah. Well, it's space, so we're very easy to see because of heat. So the only way to get to the station undetected without causing a space fight is we have to lower our bodies and insulate ourselves to negative 30 degrees Celsius or something. Actually, only like 3 above absolute zero. Or we have to create an enormous amount of heat around us and go through the camouflage.
Well, there's another way. The caretaker has been walking around. Seems to be. It's not a Titan fork, as far as I can tell. It's just some sort of AGI created by it or corrupted by the Cronus. But it talks because it just walks around the spaceship, making sure everything's all. He's the caretaker, but he's revealed that he's got orders to watch this place until, and then if he gets a certain signal from his boss to go over there and do something. So he has an all clear signal.
Go over to
Alpha Plus.
Okay.
So if we could find some way to get the all clear signal from the caretaker, we won't get shot.
Yes.
Problem is, though, trying to hack him and get that as a
Well, we
big
could
risk.
also talk to him. I mean, there's also. I'm only one person here. There's about 50 egos sleeve or in the symbol space alive. A lot of it. There's a couple of officers who are freaking out and panicking. They're the ones who threatened him blowing up the ship, which kept them from infecting everything. And then there's some crew members who are psychosurgery edited for taskingism. All they care about is their job. They aren't even worried. Like, oh, is life support down? No. All right, I'm going back to playing the world. And
More like monitoring life support systems. Now gives me an orgasm. Thanks, transhuman.
Anytime, home slice.
Oh yeah, look at those CO2.
Alright, do we have sufficient?
he's not wrong.
No, I know he's not wrong, but
In fact, they play the game to feel more normal, like so they aren't constantly, getting off on because then they start fucking with the system just so they can fix it again.
Yeah.
It's-
It's real bad when you get into BDSM with the life support. Autoerotic asphyxiation takes a whole.
yeah.
That's different. By
yes, give me those nitrogen levels.
But the thing is, we know. Well, the thing is also, no one's sleeved into a couple idiots sleeved into morphs to try and deal with the caretaker. Two of them are dead, but one of them was a kid who was too bright for her own good, and she's still there. But the caretaker hasn't attacked her, done anything. So the caretaker has in fact talked to her. So the caretaker, might even be able to trick the information out of him if you're willing to risk. He contains the exurgent virus, but he has some level of control over it. He doesn't choose to infect people at a certain level. There might be. You guys are the firewall agents. You deal with this kind of shit all the time. We can also move the ship around. It's modular.
So, just out of character, do we have to talk to the caretaker to get down, or is the infiltration juice space thing an option?
Both are options. It's
Okay.
basically you realize if you do manage to deal with the caretaker and the guard dog, you will have access to the full colony ship's resources. They have 3 industrial fabricator bays, so they can basically, and they have a full library of blueprints. So they, aside from your basic morphs, they could sleeve you all kinds of shit. They can move the
So, where's the girl who's talked to him?
right now, she is in ego storage. She feels
Like
more
physically in ego storage,
Yes.
or ego is in storage?
no, physically. Like she's there. She likes to make sure that all her family is going to be safe. She
Talks
talks.
good. You're gonna be
So
disappointed.
what's her name?
Her name is. Well, I've only got her handle. She is, but Jane. She doesn't want to talk much about herself.
Okay.
So that's what happened to me.
Go social
Yes.
Cyberhawk.
We have a relieving facility. The thing is, the ship is modular, and we can move it around without the caretaker noticing. He doesn't have good sensors on him. It's a security podmorph. He hasn't upgraded it.
Just meant to keep us.
We could switch it around so that we have 2 relieving facilities. We could just move one into place and move the other one to another spar, and let you relieve into that one, then move it back.
Okay.
Of course, once you're in the main ship, you're gonna have to sneak around him because I'd have no idea how he's gonna react to you. I don't know if he knows who all the crew members are. If he doesn't, there's thousands of egos. I don't know if he would think you could probably pose as someone who's just woken up. It's an autonomous ship. They give people freedom to do stupid things, even on a ship. So the politics here are weird.
Well, and Thomas. So
And Mercurials too. There's a lot of angry uplifts. They want to get far away.
I wonder why.
Yeah.
as long as
Fair
there are
enough.
no dolphins here to remember me.
There's one. There's one guy, Cutlass. Man, he is a jerk.
God damn it!
Yeah, he forked himself. And
You did that.
he-
All right, I'll build a body for me, I guess.
yeah, we have one. We have bodies. We actually have. You just wanted a Neo or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, they already have one.
I can go. Actually, I'm a morph expert. I could go scope them out.
Who? The caretaker?
No, me.
What morph do you want?
I'm thinking of an octo, actually.
They have it. They have all the uplift morphs. Except for blue whale. They don't have blue whale.
So wait, just leave it to an octopus for the first time on a dangerous mission to quite possibly save you.
Actually, like my character, part of his backstory, I make a point to experience as many morphs as possible.
Okay, that's wonderful. It's good for you, but
I also have adaptability level 2.
Okay.
You'll earn that point of moxie. Don't roll bad. Anyway, well, you have the Theses morph. They actually have a few of those.
So since
What about you, David? What did you want?
I'm going to go for a ghost.
Okay, yeah, they have ghosts too. They have a body bank with about 200 biomorphs in it.
I almost kind of wish I had chosen stealth, but since we're going against exurgent things,
It's fine.
maybe it's better to have a body that's kind of resistant to that.
It's fine. It's fine.
I'm more going for one that can get around and hide easily.
Yeah, well, that could be useful.
It's ghost.
So yeah, that's the
I'm
main.
going for the most comfortable one I can.
Yeah.
So Neo Gorilla.
You can get more information about what's going on. So
chimpanzee. I was
so
just leaving
let's
a gorilla for gate crashing because you never know when you need a gorilla while you're gate crashing.
do those checks. First off, integration is a SOM times 3.
Actually, I get all my numbers on the sheet.
Let's see here. You are going to have morph is exotic morph -30. So you're at a negative even with your plus 20. That now gives you a negative 10 to your SOM times 3.
And actually, all that stuff's on there.
Let me see. Yeah, that's your base. They're modifiers.
Yeah.
So
So you're at a negative 10. What's your SOM?
30, 35.
Well, no, that your base SOM, not your.
Your base would be 20.
No, 15.
Oh, is it 15 on this
Yes.
one? Yeah.
So that means you need to roll under a 40, or roll under a 35.
Yes.
Yet again, Octomorph.
29.
Made it.
All right. All right. So with a success, the standard acclamation period and
Actually,
negative 10
you know
penalty.
what? Actually, you know what?
What? You're gonna you spend your extra moxie on that?
Yeah, fuck it. It's a crit.
Critical success. No wheel effects. So, all right. What about you? Did you?
I'm fine.
Okay.
I failed.
Standard failure or critical failure?
Standard failure.
Sometimes
Negative 10 modifier for 2 days, plus 1 day per
sometimes 3
full,
days.
10 points of margin of failure. So what'd you roll exactly?
It was 72.
So 9 days.
So what are you sleeping into?
Negative 10.
ghost.
Have you been in that before?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that's the one I was in most recently.
So you have to roll under 65.
Yeah, if you previously used this type of wolf, it's
you get
plus
plus
10.
10.
Yeah.
Not 30, so you barely make it. You're fine.
If you make a normal success, you have a negative 10 modifier for physical actions for 1 day. As you're like, oh god, ugh.
I have arms again.
Yes.
How do I?
If you spend your moxie, you're like, I love this, and you.
All right, alienation.
Yes, alienation. It is int times 3.
So that's
Same modifiers too.
So does my negative 10
What's your base?
affect this
29
as
again.
well? And I roll.
Jesus. All right.
Fuck.
What's your int? Please.
int.
20. Okay. Yeah.
20.
On 8, I made it. So
I didn't make on that, so I am alienated.
You gain 1 stress point per 10 points of margin of failure. So what'd you roll exactly?
I rolled a 54.
You get 5 points of stress.
How'd you fail that?
Int of 10. You said int times 3, so that would be
Adaptability gives you
You have
plus
adaptability.
20.
level
2. Okay, but it's a new morph, so minus 10, so beautiful.
No, it's plus 10 because it's morph he's familiar with.
Oh, it's a morph he's familiar with?
So you
So
were
that
did you
would
roll
be-
under 60?
Yeah, 54. So
Okay.
Fine.
that I make. Okay.
Success, you're fine. You adapt your look well. So,
It's like the description of the crit, like best morph ever.
yes. All right, so everybody's.
Actually,
Anybody fail? Anyone else? Or did anyone fail the alienation?
I didn't.
it's kind of like this is a very
This is a 0G environment,
this is a
microgravity
good,
environment, by the
interesting
way.
sensation.
So keep that in mind. Free fall instead of free running.
Oh, good, because that's what I'm good at.
Shitty.
Alpha Plus does have gravity though; they're spinning, so they will have free. You will have free running there, assuming the laws of physics have not changed. Well, okay, I can't be sarcastic. They
You
might.
have done that literally in this game before.
I know I'm a jerk. Aren't I?
It's
No, you're not.
it's like,
You're a couple of months.
so how are your morphs working out?
Good.
Yeah, this is good.
You want everything but the burden, don't you, Doc?
So Black Eye Sustain is an infomorph.
Like, I am what I am.
Yeah.
That's-
You actually feel your skin feels itchy, and you realize it's the nanophages. They're nanotechnologies. Yeah.
I'm gonna go back with
Body
Sylph.
just like it's just you can feel the implants
That's
like
what I
sticking out
think.
from the skin. It's just like it's a morph made for war. It's not pleasant. Yeah,
well.
skin
What
feels
type
kind
are
of
you
rubber.
Theseus. So
Theseus is one from the transhuman. It's the anti-Titan
Oh boy.
shooty morph.
slightly more combative. So I
Yeah, extremely combative. You are sleeved in the resleeving bay 2. There are light back suits provided for free. You can move. You don't have to make free fall checks to move to another thing unless you're doing something weird, which you wouldn't normally have to do, unless you're being chased by the caretaker or something like that.
The
So
ship is modular, right?
yes,
Can you move the resleeving facility right up against ego storage so I don't have to...
sure.
Yeah, do that. I don't want
Okay.
to traipse about the ship with infiltration tests.
Okay, you can do that. You can because the caretaker doesn't give a shit if the crew, basically several of the officers, and you can go talk to them too if you want. They monitor him 24/7, and
Yeah.
so where it's a stealth check, but he's highlighted all the time. You have a spotter, so it's easy to wait until he takes his time. So you have about 2 hours before you have a 2-hour window you can talk to him before.
careful, caretaker.
Yeah, exactly. Guard. So you are going into ego storage. You pop open the air hatch and climb on down. You in the distance, you can see a little speck that you realize is Alpha Plus. It is visibly glowing with sort of a strange lightish blue color.
Great.
Yes. So remind you of a Pandora gate, actually. This is.
Oh god damn it! Is Cronus trying to create the galactic Stargate to bring ships through?
I don't know. It's a mystery. That's
Sorry.
why you can't just nuke it from orbit. I mean, that is if you want to be like Proxy Clean, you could just try and seize control of the ship and plow it straight into Alpha Plus.
I'm not discounting that option. I just don't know what's happening.
Yeah, exactly.
I was about to say that's on my list as Plan H.
Yeah,
So it would be Glory.
yeah.
Beginning and end of Eclipse phase.
Yeah,
Ram a fucking ship into it.
It's in the Firewall Handbook.
You get a box of canaries at the end.
So you go in. Are you just approaching Jane openly, or are you going to try and sneak up and async touch her or something? I don't know. What's your plan?
I will try and unassumingly go up to her.
Okay.
I'll follow too. Just
Okay.
be kind of, Jane.
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
You're not supposed to be here.
So,
The caretaker. Did the caretaker send you?
no. So we're actually
Does the caretaker know you're here?
So what would you like us to answer? That's the question.
You are a trick from the caretaker, aren't
No. So look,
you? Give me persuade minus 20. You just said, what should I
I'll say
answer?
whatever you want me to say, baby.
If that's not what a Titan fork would say.
That was a joke.
Okay, make
Joke
a
or
normal
not?
persuade.
Thank you. But no, we're here to help.
Make a persuade
We're not
check.
here. Thank you. God. No, fail.
All right, she's distrustful of you.
Fine, touch her. Down in your memory, whatever.
Why are you blaming? Why are you angry at me about this? What the fuck did I do?
Yeah, so she's distrustful for you, but she's not running or anything. She seems to. You can both give me kinesics checks.
Yes. 44 critical success.
Okay. You could tell. Yeah, no, you've seen that look before. She's a survivor. Whatever she's gone through, she's had a hard life, and has been through. Knows how to take care of herself, and she's not sure if you're a threat or not. Certainly, she is more afraid of the caretaker than anything else, and tries to stay out of its way. You also can tell she's slightly undernourished. You're not sure. Actually, they might didn't tell you how she was getting food and nourishment here.
No, Jane, I understand that you've been kind of on your own out here for a while. We've been talking with one of our friends who knows you, not the caretaker, because my friends, Aspen and I, are new here, but we've come to help. I do have a question. How long have you been out here?
Well, you already know that.
Well, I mean, out
Okay.
in there, it's like you look.
I don't want to talk about my past.
Well,
It's none of your business.
well, we don't want to pry.
Well, then don't.
It's like we're not prying, but we need to know what the situation is and what you might have found out.
Go take care of the. If you're such heroes, why don't you go take care of the caretaker? You would save me.
Well,
What do you guys talk about?
What are you going to do something about him? It?
Yes.
that's kind of the plan.
Okay.
Why else would I be talking to you?
Okay. You give me a persuade check with a +10.
Critical fail.
Okay. Well, why don't you prove? We'll prove it first. Why don't you go? Tell him to open up the cafeteria again. He locked it off. Jerk.
So
Let me get this straight. Your plan to gain my trust is to go talk to the monster that killed all the other people who slept to try and get you something for him. Then I'll come back and get the intel so that I can talk to him and convince him to get him to do something?
Well, I'm hungry, okay? So she is. Look, you can give me an intimidate check or a deception check at this point.
Maya, is there a way that we can get food to this girl?
Well, I mean, obviously the sleeping facility has nutrient paste and stuff like that. Okay.
Nope, fail.
All right.
But I'm assuming that's probably not. It's not what they want. So, or actually, yeah, I'll crawl through there.
Well, why don't you help me get? Then just hack open the door to the cafeteria while he's gone.
So, will he try to attack us if we go in there?
I don't know if he doesn't notice. He's kind of like, I don't know. He's kind of lost in his own mind. He spends a lot of time fucking around with that Ecto, playing the stupid world like everyone else does.
So he's a little bit obsessed with it.
A clue!
I think he's monitoring. Well, he doesn't play it. He monitors, make sure no one's plotting against him or whatever. He thinks that they're talking through it to try and blow him up or something.
So if we can keep him distracted on that.
So why don't you come with me? I'll show you where it is. You open the door so I can get some food that doesn't taste like paste, and then I'll tell you.
No, we'd be happy to. Cause
Maya gives you the security code. It has to be manually entered. The caretaker has locked down wireless access and a lot of things. So this will be a group infiltration check. One of you can roll. One of the two people who is actually physically sleeved. David and Tom can both give me perception checks. Each success of yours will give them a +10 bonus. So basically, go this way. Don't make any sound.
I'd be rolling at a
Stay
45.
behind this bulkhead to cover your heat signature, blah, blah, blah. So anyways.
Success on the perception.
Okay, so that's +20. So which of you has a higher infiltration skill?
I have 45 with my -10. What do you have, Caleb?
25 with my -10.
So it's at, 35 + 20, 55.
So I made it too.
So I can go back,
counted
back
that,
up to
yeah.
my base.
Yeah.
So, let's see if I can do this. Moxie, reroll.
Okay.
So, 'cause I'm not I got two. So, all right. 45, made it.
All right. You get to the cafeteria, which is a small, basic room near fuel storage, where they keep a lot of the, materials that go, reaction mass more than anything else, so they can go really fast, maneuver jets. So you open the door, pop it back in there. It's heavily shielded too, which means you can hide more effectively from the caretaker as he goes by.
Okay.
So she starts, goes to the maker, programs in a cupcake and other junk food, and starts eating it ravenously. You realize she hasn't eaten in a couple days.
But go ahead and close the door,
Yeah.
relock it to make sure that he's not looking afterwards.
Turn off the overhead light so that it looks like it's empty.
So what do you want to know? It was the captain, and then some fucking Jovian exile guy who thought he was a superhero or something, and they both they both tried to fight him individually, and like one of them, the Jovian's going to try and shove him out the airlock. They're just real dumb, but the thing is, like cats, they play with their food. Caretaker indulged him. I think he kind of liked it, and he actually wasn't that good in a fight. His Morph almost got trashed, but then when he was starting to lose, then he just cut himself or just smeared their blood on their face, and that's when they started screaming, both of them. It was really gross.
Yeah, that's.
And then there was this robot or somebody in a portable server or something that tried to hack his brain, but that thing melted down. I think it caused it to go over. So she starts talking like a young teenager, giving you a rambled, disjointed narrative about it. So give me Interest Titans.
Okay.
You can figure out what its capabilities are. Okay.
So, yes.
Plus 10 on it. Did you?
No, but I will actually, if it's a plus... No, I will really re-roll this once,
Okay.
so... Because... Damn it, we need this information. There we go, 40. That made it.
All right. You realize that the caretaker is just a basic security podmorph. He's not a world beater, not a fractal in disguise or anything. It's just deadly because he has multiple strains of the Exsurgent virus in him. One of them is a biological nanoplague. You recognize it sounds like the Mind Stealer virus. That's if you get physical contact with any of his meaty parts. Little nanobots will come and, if you fail your checks, it eats your brain.
Yeah.
Then there is a Basilisk hack if you try and hack a cyberbrain. But again, a skilled hacker might be able to get around that and get the information. It's not unsurmountable. And then you'd also know that it has hacked several machines, so it can choose to infect people with a digital version of the virus by just hacking them. But it has to actually win an imposed infosec.
It's just a plague bomb.
He's just a plague bomb. Yeah, that's a very good. And he's basically so he just walks around and monitors things. But all he's programmed to do is watch it and to make
But
sure.
no one tried to talk to him yet.
They both.
Does he like to watch the Jovians and the other guy fight?
No, he played with them. Like he did talk to them. She said she doesn't remember the exact stuff. She doesn't give you the XP because has trust issues. But she does mention that the Jovian ran, this is for Earth, and the caretaker played it up and even did the laugh and everything.
Yeah.
So he is not programmed to be a socially cunning character, so he could be tricked if it sounds like he's not all there. He is something possibly just put together by Cronus as an afterthought.
Just to keep the ship.
He's basically a leash around the station or around the ship to make sure it doesn't leave. But he didn't put much thought into it otherwise. The ship is still intact. I mean, if Cronus really wanted this ship, it could have taken over everything about the ship and made sure the engines didn't detonate. But it just wasn't focused on this. So,
whatever it's working on Alpha Plus is far more important to it.
But it is in communication with it, and he did mention that he talked to the Jovians. She tells you the line that you realize that there's a code signal. The Jovian says, "I'll get you." It was he actually asked him what his plan was, and they said, "Well, I'm just here to watch it. When I get the all go signal, I'll send them my little password, and then I'll go on home to Alpha Plus, and I'll be home. I'll be one with the universe at that point." So there's a password that it can give to tell the defenses to stand down. Maya also, Black Ice actually meshes in at this point and says, I've been working a lot on this stuff too. We have forensics data on this particular Titan, on Cronus, right? So we actually know a lot about its code line and what it uses and how we distinguish it from the other Titans. It's possible I could fake a signal, like a signal from that makes the caretaker think we're Cronus and give it an all go, hey, come on over, send your password type thing. So I could try and fake that.
So that is one option we can do. Although if we try to
We
follow
could
him
get
out,
on the shuttle with it.
and once it finds out the signal is false, then we have that to deal with.
Well, all I would need, we could just send a little radio, basically, a little ecto, throw it into space, and once it gets far enough away, it sends the signal, spoofing Cronus's location.
A crybaby.
Yeah, and then, so our fake Cronus says, hey, everything's okay, send me your password. And it says, here's the password. And it says, all right, thanks, come on over. And then, of course, it didn't get the real signal, so the real Cronus didn't get that. So it'll blow him and the warbot out of the out of space.
Just assuming that it's some sort of.
Wouldn't that also destroy the entire ship we are on currently?
Well, just the
No,
shuttle
they're
that
going.
launches.
They're going to. It's going to go to it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're point defense systems. So it's not going to blow up the entire ship. Just whatever comes towards the station.
Which
And
means
then after he goes
Yeah.
and gets himself blown up, we hop into a second shuttle,
Yeah.
head our way over there, give the real code, it shuts it down.
Yeah.
Bob's your uncle, and we're fine.
We are on the station.
But they're not going to be a little alarmed that they just blew up another shuttle? Like, might not change the password, be a little worried
Well,
about that.
that's all I got. I don't
have
know.
we have any other shuttles try to launch?
No, nobody wants to go near that thing. Have you seen the signals on that?
So
You get well. We're the only one crazy enough to try it. Of course, we instead of maybe not tricking him, we get the real password from him by tricking him, and then we just throw him out an airlock or kill him very quickly with plasma weapons before he can spread the exurgent virus.
that's another option as well. If you
Enough plasma burst grenades, and hey, you don't have to worry about
But we
these.
don't have access to the fabrics.
well,
Yeah, we do.
because
I thought we didn't have access until we got rid of the caretaker. That's what the
I
bonus
told you that the modules could be shipped around.
Okay.
But the thing is, we ship it around, we make something the fabric, like the resleeving bays, we could do that. The problem is, so yeah, we could do that. The thing is, I don't know what his sensors are capable of, so he might detect if we build a lot of heavy weapons or something like that.
If we decided that we all wanted to take him in Reaper morphs, he would probably see it coming.
Well, yeah. So it's about like he monitors energy usage and heat signatures on the ship, but he's not super attentive. He's not infallible. So like covert stuff, like sleeving you in morphs that we already have, that's easy.
Creating
Building
a couple of minor weapons.
building
Or grenades.
a heap grenade to throw at them, that's different.
or a couple of them, yeah, that would be.
Grenades are a really bad idea.
Oh, I know. But that's
If his blood is a digital insertion device, we're in a zero G. We're just
Yeah, let's
waiting for it to get sucked into the
Spread that
relation.
blood.
We open the airlock and we
Burn it away.
Well, we open an airlock.
Yeah.
Fuck a grenade. He's
Yeah.
in the airlock. Like,
Yeah, fair enough.
but
So yeah, we could then space him. Then we just have to deal with the guard dog, which we don't know how that's going to react. But it might not.
I'd say we have Black Ice try and do the ecto thing. I don't think Zolik has any kind of plan.
Unless you want to try and talk again. He sounds like a savvy operator might be able to get more information out of him.
well, we
I am
could
not
do,
Especially if you,
savvy.
yeah.
well, we could possibly do a two-pronged attack where somebody distracts him while Black Ice and Tom attempt a tandem hack of him.
Yeah, you could try and hack him.
Did you bring your octopus corset?
Yeah, you're backed up on this station too if you want, so you can be resleeved right away. Yeah. You can, in fact, you could be resleeved in time to see your previous morph melt into nothing.
Oh, this will be fun.
It's like respawning, you know.
Oh, that's not as fun as it sounds.
Okay.
No, it's terrible. Like it's.
But
All right, so
we.
why don't I try to distract him?
Well, how? My body's a little more resistant to that, so that's.
All right.
We do know he's trying to figure out if people are trying to plot against him in the game, the Simul Space game.
So we give him a little bit of what he wants.
Yeah.
So it's
We
a false
lie
light.
to him and we tell him that we know who the main instigators are inside the game.
What's your
Yeah.
deception check?
My deception, 70.
Or you could ask people that are playing the game to fake a bunch of shit to distract him if he gets caught up in watching them
True.
babble. So you could try and win over the people that are playing it. Tom? Any ideas?
No, if you want to cause some chaos and let us run around while he's distracted, that'd be good.
Yeah. Well, it's up to you.
Well, I think that I can lie to him convincingly
Sure.
and ask for a meeting, and while I do that, that would be a good time for you to circle around and bushwhack. Take the
or
information that we need
you
from
could
his
wait
sack
till he's near an
afterwards.
airlock and then just space him. But we don't
We're
have to
not
pass
getting
it.
information from his face.
Yeah, so I think
Right.
doing that, getting the information we need, and then using the ecto to the ecto plan to get rid of him is the best option.
Well, can we?
The ecto plan is to get the information we need.
Well, yeah, but if we,
Because then he sends the password and we intercept it.
yeah,
You're
Yeah.
spoofing Kronos' signal. That's the only way to get it.
Well, outside of risking hacking his brain directly or
Yeah.
asking him for it. If he has some reason to give it to you, like, hey, I love Titans. I want to be one with the Titan.
we could just go up there and name drop Lorne Crystal.
You could try that. I'm sure that would get a reaction out of him.
Oh yeah. You think you like Titans? We know one.
Well, we actually have some orders from Lorne,
Yeah. You
so
Just saying that, like, we need to. If you want to get the information, you don't want to just hard infiltrate the place.
could. Yeah.
That's fine thing. But in doing that, if he's a plague bomb, we have to minimize contact with him because he is going to infect us. If any one of us get infected, the mission's pretty much fucked before it begins.
Well, you could get minor implants at the receiving facility if you want kill switches installed.
Yeah.
Yes. If I'm going to be distracting him, I want a kill switch.
Sure. So you could do that, so you don't have to, and you're backed up on
No,
the
I will
station.
say we all got kill switches.
Okay, that's
Um,
fair.
Kill switches for everyone.
But yeah,
And you all have medicine, by the way, too, so you can add that.
oh yeah, well, I already had it. So.
Yeah, you have medicines and nanophages, I believe.
so
But you know he's not. You know what strains of the surgeon virus have. You know how they're transmitted. He's not. You can't. He's not the kind of thing that can infinitely change itself instantly. So you do know like the transmission vectors. So you,
Yeah.
if you yeah.
blood
yeah.
basilisk digital.
Yeah, digital has to be a chosen action. The basilisk only if you only happens if you hack his brain, cyber brain, and the blood
If you're
is
hacking his stack. Will it
that
trigger
is a
that?
cyber brain.
Yes.
Yeah.
That will. It's equivalently the same thing.
Yeah.
See, I really don't think we should do any violence to him because then we're exposing ourselves to two vectors
As opposed to
as opposed to one. Like
Sure.
that's all it is. Like I can kill it. We can worry about the blood for the rest of the game floating around, and then we can worry about the basilisk hack
Sure.
and the digital hack. I would just skip and straight to worry about the digital hack.
Yeah, but he has to be aware. He has to initiate it. He has to choose exsurgent.exe.
Yeah.
You know. All right. So what do you guys want to do?
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going to go for the deception up front.
Okay.
While I am distracting, you guys get the ecto ready to fire off.
Okay. Black ice is manufactured. It has to be in it's in a fabricator base, so someone has to go over there. So that's no action required. But that'll take no role required, but that'll take some time. So who's going to get it?
I'll go grab it. So.
Okay.
Okay.
So you walk on over using the little space ladder. You know.
Really? Space ladder?
I assume they have access ladders on the side of the ship. So.
Or it could be like Gundam where they have the rails that just you hold onto it and they take you through.
No, it's under construction. It's ladders. Ladders all the way down.
Versions of Gundam.
I know.
We can never have the things we love, Aaron.
Get in the Jeffries tube.
So for you, there, Aaron, though, once you get it, though, you have
Tom, what are you doing in this plan?
to. Yeah.
I don't know. What do you want me to do? I mean, I'm good for sneaking and hacking right now. It seems
If only we were doing those two things. That's exactly what we're doing.
good. Then I will do both.
You could hack. You could try and hack his cyber brain and risk that. Get it directly while he's lying to him. You could help.
Take advantage of the distraction, basically.
You could help
Are
Black
these
Eye.
mesh insurance open?
Yes. You can hack him openly. He doesn't he's worried about being hacked.
Well, all the wireless is shut down in the station, so.
Only he's shut down some of the hardware, so that
He's basically the only wireless that works.
some of it is basically he shut down certain aspects once he realized that the kid was running around, and he doesn't even give a shit. He's just like, it'd be funny to let her starve to death.
Okay.
Yeah, he's kind of a jerk. Have I mentioned that?
An asshole.
I'm going to fab up a crew uniform.
Oh, you've also actually, I will say for free, you also realize he's also shut down wireless access of the airlocks. So on the main ship, on the exterior ones like that you have access to, you can wirelessly do them. But you have to push a button like in Aliens to space somebody.
Holy shit!
I know.
What, God, what am I, indentured servant?
So you could help Black Ice. Black Ice is basically forking himself in there to an ecto, which he knows will die, which will cause him some stress. But he is a true believer in Firewall. Also, it will be funny to hack a Titan, to spoof a Titan.
It's a thing to put on his resume.
He has some derangements, all right. He's been through some shit. So you can help by basically masking everything coming from the real Alpha Plus. So basically hacking the sensors arrays of the ship so that it matches what the Ecto's doing.
I'll do that.
And not only, or that, and also, since you're hacking the communications, prevent whatever he sends from getting to Alpha Plus.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Jam the signal, basically. So you realize as you log in that it's being manned by an infomorph, and it's like as you look at it, it's all locked down, and it's a crew member, someone on the colony ship. So you could either just try and hack.
Are you sleeved yet?
Yes.
Okay, so you're in the receiving facility, as far as I know, because you haven't gone anywhere yet.
Okay.
So you could talk to the person who's manning it, because you theoretically are on the same side, or you could just hack him. Standard opposed hacking check.
So what do you think, gentlemen? Should I hack him or talk to him? Because I'm good at one and terrible at the other.
Well, not necessarily rolling. You could just explain what you're trying to do.
Yeah. Just talk to him, let him know, okay, here's the plan. I have an idea that will save not only your ass, but everybody's asses. And I'm rather attached to my ass. I don't know about you.
So this guy's on
You've only been in it for an hour.
Alpha Plus.
No, he's on your
I
ship.
like my
He's
ass.
on the Abzu.
I'll try.
He's a colonist. He's actually, you realize he's one of the enlisted guys, which is how they refer to people who've been edited for task hedonism. So
Well,
he fucking loves sensor arrays.
I'll contact him.
All right, what's his name? I'll let you name him.
How generous.
He could be Mercurial. He could be.
No. Go
Another
for
dolphin.
something Greek.
All right, what's this dolphin's name? Who loves sensor arrays?
Well, can't go with Cutlass, so Rapier.
Rapier. Okay, so Rapier is like what?
Like, yeah, hi. Couldn't help but noticing you're monitoring those sensors. How's that going?
It's great. I love it. Look at the thermal signatures on Alpha Plus. It's so hot. In multiple ways.
Like, yeah.
I love it. I love it so much. Isn't it great? Look at all this data.
It is.
Hot,
Hey,
raw data.
hey, you know what?
That's
You know what?
misuse of the orgasm
Hey, you know
program.
what? You know what? I love sensors too.
Oh my god, you do?
Yeah.
He starts talking in technobabble. All right. Do you have anything related to sensors? I would allow perception at -10, interfacing at -10.
Interfacing, I guess.
All right, give me an interfacing check.
Yeah.
All right. So you start like, yeah, no, I recognize those are sensors. Yes. Okay. So yeah, what do you?
Hey man, as a fellow aficionado of sensors, I was wondering, I was wanting to try something here.
Okay.
Now, there's stuff going on over there, right?
Well, outside. You mean in the ship?
No, out there.
Oh yeah. No, I see. Look at all this data.
I'm trying to make these sensors work for me.
They don't work for anyone. They're the sensors, man. They work for the truth.
That's it.
God, we got the lone gunman station watch.
You know how we can make this sensor array into a dirty, dirty girl? Here's how we spoof it.
Oh, David needs to lose Moxie for that. Oh.
Is that your pitch?
It's essentially going, hey, let's really work these sensors.
Okay. Give me a persuade check with a +20, or a networking autonomist.
Let's see which one would be best. 25 versus... Okay, I'll do persuasion. Because they're exactly the same.
Okay.
Plus 20, you said?
Yes. He loves some sensors.
Moxie, reroll.
Okay. Well, you can
Actually,
roll-
Can I put both dice down and find out if you can flip
60...
it?
Oh, okay, I'll
It's
flip
okay,
it.
new to this
Yeah.
game.
yeah. It's only
Shut up!
4 years
Like
at this
this,
point.
like-
Yeah.
Half a decade. Takes an adjusted time.
I'm done.
All right. All right. So it's like, but having them lie. Oh my God! It's so dirty. It's so wrong. Yes. All right.
Like, well, this. Hey, but if this is wrong, I don't want to be right.
All right. So you've ruined him for Task Ednas. I mean, he's going to have to be re-edited for.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I care about other people.
Rapier is really into it because it's forbidden. It's taboo. So he gives you access. You still need to fake it though, so there will be an infosec check.
So
you
my-
get a plus. He's helping you.
So my God, like
Plus 10.
he's like, "Oh, you make the sensors a dirty thing.
Yeah. So you have plus 10. It's not an opposed check.
Jesus.
Yes, it's raining.
Yep.
All right. So it's done. You've hacked it, and you're faking the sensory data so that if the caretaker looks at it, he will think that the signal from the Ecto, whenever it goes out into space. So, Aaron, let's talk about that. So the Fabricator Bay fabricates a modified Ecto, a little, with a hardened shell and little booster jets. Thing is, it's very small, and the Alpha Plus is about now only 8,000 kilometers away. And it's also boosted to Echo because it has a very large radio antenna and a battery pack to it, so it basically can put out an incredibly powerful signal and receive one for a short period of time.
Yeah, just a burst transmitter.
The thing is, it's really hard to. If the closer it is to Alpha Plus, the easier it will be to spoof the signal to make it look like, hey, if you're like, this is a radio signal, fake one, real one. If fake one is all the way over here, he was like, wait a minute, it's supposed to be over here.
But the problem is at least keeping him in that Goldilocks zone between at least looking like the signal's coming from Alpha Plus and not getting shot out of the sky.
Well, it's not going to get shut down unless it gets about 20 kilometers away, something like that. So it's how are you going to get that as close as possible? So there's a couple of options. One, you could, but the thing is, you're going to be the launch point for this. You have to go out into space and launch this fucker at some point. Now you could just, that's one option. It would create a penalty because it's not going to get fucking very far if you just throw it.
Well, I mean, it will just
Eventually.
slowly.
Slowly.
Does the ship have anything akin to a CubeSat cannon?
Where's the T-shirt gun?
Oh yeah, the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Who wants a T-shirt?
There is. It's under construction though. It's partially functional, but the thing is, you would have to make a free fall check to get there because it's on a spar by itself. So there's one check. Yeah, so you could do that. Or you could have it build a rocket on it and launch that. The thing is, you would have
Sense immediately.
well, he's spoofing the sensors, so you're fine on your end.
But what about Alpha Plus, though?
Who gives a shit what Alpha Plus is doing? He's also jamming the signal, so he won't be able to hear anything from Alpha
Dude,
Plus.
I got this.
Yeah.
Me, it's like, because I've made sensors dirty.
You made
So dirty.
you made them so very wrong. Your option, you
they
could build a
weren't wrong
rocket
before,
and
but now
then
they
launch
can put
on it.
the
That would be a
launcher
free fall
radar
check to
on.
hold on and not go flying off into space as it launches onto you. And also, so those are two options that come to mind immediately. If you have something else you want to do, those are up to you.
So that would be off.
You also do know, I will say that the caretaker, you've scanned his morph very thoroughly. You know he doesn't have a quantum entangled communicator on him, so he can't
get any-
so he's dependent on radio signals, so he can be jammed, and you can spoof shit.
Okay. Are there any fabbers up here?
You're in a fabricator bay.
Fabricator bay?
Yeah.
Okay, well...
It's industrial fabricators.
Okay, well, in that case...
So you can, but the thing is, the bigger the thing is, the more likely it's going to be. He might notice it because he's inside. He might notice this. What are you building? What's he building in there? So if you can build a small rocket or you could climb onto that half-finished sat cannon pretty easily. What were you thinking of building?
Well, just to help me out a little bit, either to get down there, spindle.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
spindle
yeah.
boosters, so I could just do that, or more heavy-duty mag attachments to my boots and gloves, so I don't go flying off.
Easy.
Trivial.
Takes 5 seconds.
Okay, so, and do I see what repairs are necessary for the nav, for the SAT cannon?
Yeah, you can see push this module onto this if you want to upgrade it to make it a more accurate cannon.
Okay.
I'd say right now it's at 50%. Every additional freefall check will give it a plus 10 to its roll.
Okay.
Yeah, you could finish the job.
Okay.
They have the parts there. You just have to staple them on there.
And we can't get. Oh shit, we can't
Or
get
cold weld them
We
on
can't.
there.
Can we get inserts from this particular one, or would we have to go back over to
To
the
do what?
for Skillsoft? So.
You can transmit that wirelessly, so yeah, you can get that.
Oh, I can get that. Okay. I want to see about the same.
They have a library of all the skill softs too, by the way.
Yeah. So,
And all of you have skillware, I would assume. They could put that on there. as
yeah.
well.
So
Yeah.
getting that, I want to be able to get that, and also put on their hardware.
Okay.
That's like hardware station or
Yeah, hardware, industrial.
industrial. So get that up to a 40.
Yeah. All right, so you're going to try and do the cannon.
Yes, I'm going to attempt to repair that.
All right, first it's a free fall check to get there because it's a fucking. You have a spindle climber, so if you fail, you won't go immediately falling off into space.
Does that
but
negate anything? Does that give me a bonus to anything?
It's a straight roll.
Okay.
It means you won't automatically lose your character if you fail a skill check.
Oh, shit, that's out of 40. Fuck. So, don't roll like crap, Aaron. Odd one.
All right, you get there. You're it's awkward, and you're carrying your strap. You have a large ecto strapped to you with a massive antenna. It's very awkward, but you trundle your way up there through space. You can see Alpha Plus in the distance. It is glowing in a natural blue. Reminds you of a Pandora Gate.
It's fine.
It's fine.
How big is Alpha Plus by?
It's a giant space station. It houses almost 16,000 people, so it's several kilometers in diameter at the minimum. I didn't stat out the entire station yet because you guys aren't. That's the next session, obviously.
I did not like the Ori storyline.
So you get there, so you can launch it at 50% accuracy now, just putting it on there, or you could upgrade it. Each skill check gives you an additional plus 10.
Before I do that, though, would it be perception or an interfacing check to see if there are any other systems monitoring this?
You're already tied into everything. Tom's spoofing everything.
Okay, so as far as I know, the caretaker or the watchdog would not be able to tell that we're messing with this.
As long as you don't explode or do anything really drastic.
Okay, no, we're just trying to do a minor upgrade.
Yeah.
To
He
increase
has his own.
accuracy.
He has his own internal things that aren't hacked that are still genuine, but those are standard morph things.
Okay, so I will go ahead and do hardware industrial to see if we can get this attached.
All right, you can upgrade it.
Yeah.
Push button.
19.
All right. It's a plus 10. So now it's at 60%.
I take that back. I'm gonna go ahead and play a mox to do that to a critical.
Okay,
success.
all right. You spin the moxie. You upgrade as much as it can be. It's at just 75% now.
At a moxie, but I think that was worth it. So.
All right, so you can.
Good thing there's not going to be like a firefighter or anything.
You know what? We
around.
literally have a body bank. I do have an emergency farcaster on this, so before he shoots me, I can just say, "See ya."
You're backed up on the colony ship. If you die, you could just be back. You restored from backup.
But this is before I die. It's like, oh,
No, it's fine. All right. Do you want me to roll for the sat cannon or?
yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Just I'll let you roll.
Want to spin Moxie?
I have no money
Anyone.
to spend.
Actually, I will say Black Ice will spend Moxie on that.
Thank you, Black Ice. Cyrock stick together.
All right, he hates being called Cyrock, so he thinks he's much
Oh,
better.
sorry, but
Yeah.
brother AGI stick together. Or sibling AGI.
I ain't your brother. All right, so he makes it. So it gets in the right zone. So David, while this is all going on, all this technical chicanery, you pop into the main ship.
Okay.
You can.
I love what Lancy said about your.
I'm just to make sure that I look the part. I am going to fabricate ship uniform.
Okay. Your
With-
vac suit is actually smart clothing, so you can just push a button and
yeah.
it's very Starfleet-esque.
All right. I want 2 pips on the neck then.
Okay, you
So
get
that
your
I'm
2
not
pips.
just the red shirt ensign, but I'm also not the captain himself. 'Cause
You have ambition. You're
So,
you're a red shirt.
You're a go-getter.
Well,
You are a go.
I'm a mauve
He-
shirt.
All right. You can approach him. You know where he is, so it's pretty easy to approach.
I say.
So what do you say?
Well, first, approaching, hands up, just gatekeeper.
Well, I prefer to think
Caretaker.
of this unit as a caretaker. Yes, I am a caretaker. I am caretaking this resource for later usage by
Suppressing.
by. Well, what?
higher
Who are
power.
you?
I'm
A higher power. Yes, I. That is an amusing interpretation.
Well, I just wanted to first
Yes,
note the
I
placement
am
of my
God.
hands,
Yes,
non-aggressive posture.
you also have no weapons.
I have no weapons.
You yes.
I'm Lieutenant Stubing.
You are an officer on the ship.
I am.
I did not know that you were the last officer. The captain did not speak of you, but he was not very concerned with his other. He was very narcissistic, I think, trying to stop me by himself. But I showed.
I would clearly not do something that stupid. That's the course of. Don't even get me. No. I have a bit of ambition, but I
yes.
have to tell you something.
Yes.
There are a number of crew that are plotting against you.
Give me a
as we
persuade check.
speak.
Or
Deception. check.
deception, yeah, sorry.
They're inside.
Actually, it's technically not because they really do want to kill him. But anyways, you can.
22. That's a crit.
Okay. You are making rational choices.
That's why I'm sleeved and speaking to you directly.
Wow.
You see, they're actually doing it within the world, within
that's-
the game.
Yes.
And
Do you
they
know?
know that you are looking for them.
Yes, I
But
am.
see, you know that they know. And because you know that they know, and they know that you know that they know, the only way to talk to you directly is to do it unencrypted, and that's directly face to face. That's why I took the risk of sleeving to tell you about this.
I see.
And I came out here to talk to you because they would destroy my backup if they were aware of it. So this is just between you and me.
Of course.
And if it's
Well,
spoken of to
what about the sensors here? There are spies in this corridor. They are listening to you right now, I would assume. Unless you hacked this. I don't detect any hack. Have you spoofed the sensors?
No. That's far beyond my
Deception.
capabilities.
As Tom's like, I just spoofed all the sensors. We're fine. I hacked everything.
Why are you
35
saying
out
that
of
over the
70.
PA?
What?
35 out of 70.
Okay.
So I'm still lying convincingly.
All right.
That's way beyond my capabilities.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
he gets to roll Kinesics against that.
Yeah. You're fine.
It's like, it's good to know my team is backing me up.
Crit.
Yes. So
Spending a moxie on that.
you're looking to improve your station. That is a rational choice and a biological imperative. You are acting well within your programming, within your parameters. That is means you are functional. You are stable. You are not lacking. You are lacking instability, which means you would have to be purged. So, yes, I can understand your motives for doing this. So, what is your proposed course of action? Can
I
you
believe that I want to save my own skin. And
Which-
let me explain what I mean.
Yes.
The reason why I gave you
and the
my
rest
name-
of your organs as well? I assume.
Oh, yes. I can't very well preserve just my skin because to get to my organs, you would have to tamper with it.
Yes, idioms. Yes.
Save myself, all of me.
Yes.
The total package.
He sounded,
Yes.
he sounded like Nicolas Cage. Yes. Yes.
I understand this. Can you grant me access to the engines?
If I were the captain, I could.
Can you grant me access to the captain's ego so I can get this necessary security codes?
He's hidden himself very well from me. But look, when they try to come at you, and they will,
Yes.
in 3 days, 3 days,
Yes, 72 hours.
71 hours and 47 minutes if we want to be precise.
It's lunar cycles, yes. Yes.
Yes.
Anyways,
But when they come for you, just
Yes.
remember my name.
I will,
And
Stu.
I was never here.
You were never here. You have
Heisenberg.
I will recommend you for a better position in the upgrade or queue. Yes, your formation, your compilation indicates high stability, which is desirable. Perhaps could I test you for interaction with the exurgent, what you call the exurgent virus? Yeah.
Rocket man.
Anyways, all right. So you shout it off.
Just keep talking with me. Watermelon. Watermelon.
So Caleb,
I'm just waiting to see how this turns
The
out.
baggage
Okay.
way. It's going to end with him.
I have no idea what I should be doing, so
Yeah.
I'm just
It's
going
going to end with him with the.
you're watching the
caretaker and a
security
giant-
cameras with rapt attention. I'm going to say, wait. We won't have to worry about this. I'm getting a signal from home. You can come with me. You will go to the shuttle bay. And
Does that mean that I will get to meet the infamous Lorne Cristal himself?
How did you know that information? Where did that information come from? That was not on the colony ship records. How could they not know? That would be oppositional.
Aaron.
Hey! I am not a verb for failure.
No, just that specific type of
How did you get that information? This is very important.
How did I get that information?
Have you been edited? Here, I can check.
I'm fairly certain that I've been
He
edited.
starts walking towards you. What? What was your answer, David?
Let's you
I'm
and
fairly
me.
certain that I've been edited, and I'm just thinking
Oh.
to myself, fire it, fire it, fire it, fire it.
It's
I have
It's
said.
already gone. You're distracting him from giving us the password.
No, he already did. Actually, Black Guy says he's already sent the password. He says, well, he just did it while he's talking to David. So he can do two things at once. He has mental speed. So he says, but we should.
Tell him you're the new caretaker.
I've received a message to go. And there's no payload to deliver. It was just a verification. I guess it was unnecessary for the the only English word would be apotheosis vis-a-vis the Extomi intelligence. So perhaps you would like to upgrade yourself, and we can discuss this. I know
Actually,
the
no.
light.
It's too late. It's kill switch.
Okay.
I'm going to start seizing in front of it,
Okay.
and then kill switch.
It doesn't actually kill you. It just kills your stack.
Which is fine. He stops. He reaches down and looks. Huh. Yeah. All right. it just goes over. He starts muttering himself. Stubings. I
So you
should.
just played dead?
No, he killed himself. You have to. Unless you kill yourself, he's going to infect.
No, kill switches don't kill you.
Okay.
They kill your stack.
Okay,
They kill
yeah.
the feed to your stack. And there's no information on it. So
Oh, yeah,
if he
but-
dies,
The morph is-
yeah,
doing by your own
you're
hand.
still alive. You've
Yeah.
got to get it's a lot less pretty. There's no
Okay.
actual switch.
Okay.
All right.
If you use an emergency farcaster, your head explodes.
Yeah, that's true.
But a kill switch just stops for.
Oh, it kills your background. So you're
Yeah.
still there. So give me deception at a -30.
I'm dead now.
Yeah.
Well, it's either that or I'll grab a pencil and just stab myself in the
Titans and bears.
Yeah.
Works.
So just -30.
back. Well, grab a pencil and stab myself in the neck.
So he's just going to sniff him on the ground.
First, give me a will ×3 to see if you have the cojones to.
Actually, I don't, but I'll moxie that for this.
All right.
And let's see.
Never show fear.
I'll say you have your utility tool that's
my motivations,
yeah.
privacy. I've been playing that up as OPSEC.
Okay.
Just the mission is all, and if he captures me and gets the information out of my head that way,
Okay.
yeah, bad things will happen.
Sure.
So flipping it. So yeah, I've got the will to do it. Just
Actually, you realize that's not going to be quick enough. He's only a few feet away from you. He'll be able to save your life very easily. You need to get in. There's an airlock nearby you could go through.
mostly painful.
Yeah, no, incredibly painful. All right.
Driving out the airport.
First, give me a free fall check. He's going to chase you.
Not quite.
He gets a 36. He grabs onto you. He's going to make an unarmed check to grab onto you. Why are you resisting, Stubings? Are you being controlled by an outside force? I must know. I will help you deal with this outside
Turn
force.
off that security button.
Button.
Yeah, all
really
of
see
you
what
need to
comes
give me a
next.
will ×3 check.
Just smacking the this button.
You're too far away. You failed your free fall check.
God damn it.
So he grabs you. What do you do?
Don't worry, buddy. You're gonna die. It's just gonna be way worse.
If one of you
far
gets
does
nearby, you could quarantine. You could quarantine that section with it by pushing another button and then airlock him.
Actually,
or space
question.
him.
How hard do I have to strike the button?
You're too
You're
far.
not near the button.
You
The button
failed
is
your
far
check.
away.
You failed your free
Is
fall
the
check.
button within throwing range? have
You're
the
within
multi-tool.
line of sight of it. It's a
So if
zero
I
gravity.
hurl my multi-tool at the button,
You can
will it
open-
suck us both out?
You can open the inner door to the airlock.
Yeah, that's true. There's 2 doors.
Okay, but the
narrow.
outer one can be accessed from a distance.
Nope.
No,
The
they're
arrow-
all hardwired, remember?
Ah, damn it.
Yes. If you made your free fall check, you could have done that. But
Play like Aaron, you die like Aaron, man.
all right. So he grabs you. What is your action? What do you get through getting
Hey.
your will times 3 check?
I got 66.
I've been
That's a critical failure.
Critical success.
What's
My
your
will
will?
is 25.
Okay.
Unarmed to break the grapple?
Yes, it would be an unarmed check. You have to beat a 56.
Okay, so that's a 15 and that will not do that.
Is that a success?
It is a success.
You could moxie to upgrade it to a critical.
Then yes.
All right, you kick him in the face and push him off. Actually, you don't kick him in the face because of your fear of causing him to bleed. So you kick him in the chest, which has a back suit on. So
No, knee to groin.
okay, well he grabbed you by the ankle. Yeah. Anyways, you get out. You break free. Give me another free fall check.
It's too late. It's too late. Flip that.
Okay.
How much moxie do you have?
Very little.
That was my last one.
All right, he got a 98 on his, so he gets pushed away and is trying to grab onto something to push him back. He cannot ignore the laws of physics yet. Yeah. So you get inside the airlock. You push the button. Inner airlock closed. You have one more will times 3 to push that last button.
Nope.
you free. You're like, oh fuck, what am I doing? What am I doing? You three, you guys are just watching, right? Or
What can I do?
Yeah, that's true.
Actually,
Somebody hit the button from the other side.
there is something we can do. Turn that monitor off.
All right, he gets to it. He realizes he can't push it because it's engaged. It detects someone in there, so he starts hacking it. He's going to open both of it. He's going to compromise the entire ship,
shit.
or at least most of it. Eventually, their partitions will come down, but it'll come.
I will try and free fall to quarantine the section
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Can we separate this portion?
Yeah, you could do it remotely with industrial hardware, which you have skill.
Yes. Sorry, David.
Or you could make a free fall check to get there.
Can
and push a
I
button.
close secure blast doors on my level?
No.
You're in the receiving facility. You're not connected to it.
Okay, then I'm like, ooh, this is like.
I guess I am as well.
I failed.
I was
so.
like, oh, like live like.
You see,
live like
Jane would
Cyrock,
be in
die
the
like
affected
Cyrock.
area.
Oh, she would be
Yeah.
ejected.
So,
too.
David, will times 3.
Yes.
Okay, congratulations.
You spaced yourself.
Yes, you spaced yourself. And with the kill switch, there's no backup. You're gone. So you're that's that. You 3 airlock open. You get that termination signal. In fact, on your TACnet.
Well, I am backed up in the ship itself.
Yes, you are backed up. Yeah, so you're not gone.
But you're gonna have continuity issues.
You're gonna have holy shit, that's me. That's fucked up. I almost got infected with the surgeon virus.
You know, it would be really cruel if he re-sleeved and the body just floated up against a window.
So the caretaker stops, looks at it, and says, just kind of, and starts walking to the hangar. He opened after the outer one doors. He goes in the outer because he has to go EVA to get to the hangar. He is heading on over, so he's leaving soon. So what are you guys doing? David, you can give me a continuity loss. Will times 3.
Nope.
Okay. 5 stress from seeing yourself die. They have one more ghost. So, new integration and alienation checks.
Let's see, stress is the...
Lucidity, LUC.
See, this is the exact same issue with Cthulhu. When the GM just gives you access to whatever you want, you know you're in trouble.
worry.
All right.
Alright, so does he have to station yet?
He is. He will leave unless you do something. Just
No, I want him to leave and get shot down. Yeah.
all right. He's leaving. He leaves.
Right.
Takes a shuttle. The guard dog is still there. It actually leaves. It actually gets outside the hangar though to start watching on the outside of the hangar to make sure. Which is actually good for you, which means you can try and shoot it off the ship. Like you could shoot its legs off and it could just.
Well,
drift
I want
out.
to make sure the shuttle blows up first.
Okay, so while he's relieving, I'll just get
think-
that started. I'll just like load David.exe. And David, what is your first reaction? You're just like, oh god, we're on the ship. All right, so what's the mission, guys? What's your first reaction? Let's role play this a little bit.
You look trustworthy.
Yeah. No, you guys have to tell them.
Look.
Okay. Based on previous missions, I'm going to guess one of two things has happened. Either there was faulty software and I arrived here later than you,
No.
Yeah,
or the
that's it.
Masada Protocol.
No, it's the first one. Faulty software.
Faulty software. Okay. Well, sometimes it doesn't work as well as we'd hope it would.
You don't have to roll kinesics if you want to believe the lie.
That sounds very believable to me.
All right, so you only lose 5. So you start resleeving, and you're spoofing the sensors. I assume you're going to hide that little rapidly cooling inner heat signature that's drifting away from the station.
no one needs to see that.
Twirling and twirling and
Actually, and thus begins his infinite journey until the heat death of the universe.
pretty much. He's not going to hit the station. He's just going to drift out there.
The odds-
part of the corpse zone, part of the corpse cloud.
You know, the odds of you actually hitting something are so astronomical.
Yeah.
But who knows? Maybe one day you will.
Yeah. So
And ruin someone's day.
integration times sometimes 3. You don't remember sleeving into this morph before, so same things as last time, same modifiers.
Okay. Well,
Hey, I still have the page open.
actually, since I'm still kind of sort of an infomorph at this point,
Yeah, you don't have to sleeve immediately if you don't want to.
that's kind of what I was going for. It's
Okay.
rather than
Why go to all that bother?
why
You're
go
just going to lose it.
Yeah.
why go to a body if I'm going to be able to get into something bigger and heavier and meatier when we're going to the other?
Okay. Yeah. If you want to choose a different morph, yeah, that's fine.
Okay, now that we don't have to worry about being watched.
You notice Tom just deletes the little heat signature that's rapidly cooling, drifting away from the station before David notices.
It's like, he doesn't need to know.
All right, so the shuttle leaves. It accelerates very quickly.
I go to a Faber.
Yeah, and then you notice there's an explosion. Didn't bother to send the verification code again.
No.
So the caretaker's gone. So and the war dog and the guard dog Warbot just kind of
Floating
doesn't
off?
do it. No, it's still
outside
the
now.
hangar.
Oh,
It's didn't go with him.
shit.
But it's only programmed to keep people from unauthorized people from leaving the station. So you don't know if that's the same verification code as the one you have to get to Alpha Plus. It could be the same one. It could have a different verification code, or you could just shoot it off the station or off your colony ship.
Oh, yeah. Just,
Well, we have full access to the Fabers now, right?
Yes.
So we fucking fab everything. Like,
Okay.
I'll take a Guardian Swarm. I'll
Yeah.
take heavy combat armor.
Sure.
I will take 4 rail pistols.
Sure.
Just gonna pirate them down there.
Yeah.
And I'll take 10 Hellburst grenades.
Sure.
can we get full
Write that
impacts?
down. Write everything
Guardian
down.
Swarms. Pretty much everything.
Yeah. Right.
So are we going to be going in hot?
Well, I mean,
We're going
I'll
to
have a
assume-
chameleon cloak. I'll have a T-ray emitter, but I'm ready for war. Yeah.
It's
All right. Fab me a Reaper.
okay. You can. That's a synth morph, and I would say that's an exotic one because it's a fucking ball with tentacle arms and machine guns. So that's going to be a -30 to integrate into it because you've never. Have you even integrated into a synth morph before?
I have.
Okay.
He has adaptation, so it's gonna be -10.
Okay. So yeah, -10.
Okay, sometimes
3.
Does he have Moxie though?
No, you do not get your moxie back because your luck is. You feel a little off. Like something weird happened. They're not telling me. I don't. Do I want to know?
Actually, you know what we really need to do?
Yeah.
critical success on that check.
Okay. Critical success on integration looks good. Gain 1 moxie for this session only.
Caleb, I know this is kind of overkill, but and I'm not sure if this could even fit in there, but let's just all just jump onto a Fenrir and run in there.
We have to get it there. So you do have shuttles that can
That's
fit.
an idea. So just go.
I would go crazy.
Yeah.
But we're in
Need
battle tank
biomorphs,
mode.
yeah.
But we're in battle tank mode. So.
You could fork yourselves. Not give a shit about
Oh
your-
god, forking ourselves into a Fenrir. Look, I
So now you're Vrordians.
Yeah,
Nice.
exactly.
I don't want to do that. No, no.
That's what that's how you want ex-humans. That's how you get ex-humans. So
How we get
Here's what we do.
yeah,
3 alpha forks.
Yeah.
All 3 of me in the fender.
let's just merge them together and edit out their personality and
I'm not saying merging them out.
and emotions. Just make them killbots. We need more killbots. All right, so David, you need an alienation check. That is int times 3.
And that is also success.
All right, you're fine. Murder bot. All right, let's go.
Is there anything I can do about my integration issues or?
You could spend time. Actually, I would say you could talk to one of the crew. They could treat you to. You can go through time accelerated body therapy. Actually, you should roll it.
Okay.
May I borrow
60%
the book for a
chance.
few minutes?
60? Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I want to figure out just what all stuff I need to purchase as far as implants are concerned.
60, 58.
All right. So you have control of the colony ship now.
Actually, wait, what am I doing?
As Maya has and Black Ice have basically been browbeating the crew into doing what they want, and like these guys are the firewall. These are the best of the. They've been talking you up. They've been your hype man, basically. These are the best of best firewall. Yeah. So everyone seems to be under the impression that you're space heroes who can save the universe.
Oh, these poor doomed people.
Yes.
Hey, you got the caretaker off of them, so that's good. So you do notice,
And all it took was one of us doing something really stupid.
to be honest, it didn't require you doing that at all. you just chose to do that. You chose to go that extra mile.
OPSEC.
Yeah.
So what can I
OPSEC is
have?
all.
You cannot have antimatter nuclear weapons because the materials involved. The ship's crew will, unless you commandeer the ship, you delete all their egos because they're never going to voluntarily give you their nuclear antimatter. They have a small amount of it, but they're not going to give it to you.
But otherwise, I can just bring whatever I want.
Whatever you want. Let me know if it's something weird or exciting. Like a giant, you have access to a shuttle that can fit. It could fit a Fenriromorph, but not much else. Everyone else would have to be strapped
I
on
will
that
have
side.
heavy armor, 4 kinetic rail pistols, heavy, with wraparounds.
Also in implants, you could get implants. There's also the main thing though you realize is the rapiers start saying, "All right, so are we done with this? Because I know this has been really dirty, but I feel a little too dirty. Can we go back to normal? I kind of need to cleanse myself. Get back to normal sensory reading."
Like, do we still need to keep these sensors spoofed?
No, the guy you were spoofing him for.
Like, go on. Yeah, why don't you cleanse yourself, man? I got to do the same.
All right, so you do that. A short time later, he says, out that Alpha Plus. Oh man, it's getting new readings.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's like well, let me get my sensor on here.
Yeah, so you do that. You have, with Skillsofts, you have all the technical skills you need, so you can roll 40% to see if your Skillsofts can figure it out, or if you have any other.
They do not.
Okay. But you can tell it's changing, and its pattern is different than what it's been for the last 3 weeks. You have 3 weeks worth of sensor data, so you realize
I forgot
something
about
in the
the
equation has changed. So you don't know how long you have before. Perhaps it's the energy readings on the
For up is down, black is white.
yeah is changing. So spindle, climber, EVA sled. The EVA sled you can have, but carrying it around, you can leave it in the shuttle or strap it to the side of the shuttle.
Well, it's just like a backpack, basically,
okay.
for EVA.
Yeah. Oh, is that basically the jetpack kind of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought it was. I was thinking something else. Probably the cold gas maneuvering system.
Chameleon cloak.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, and you can put mods on your pistols if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, automatic rail rifle for me.
Yeah, that's fine. Just write everything down that you want.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're getting. So you do realize, though, that there is you can't stay forever on the ship. The station is changing. The energy readings that you're getting that are very strongly reminiscent of. Actually, you still have data on Hedgerow and the Mirrored Pillar. And it's actually beginning to resemble less like a Pandora Gate and more like the Mirrored Pillar, but at thousands of kilometers away. That's weird.
That's not good.
Yeah. So the external equipment you can have as much as you can carry. If it's something really weird or over 100,000 credits, let me know. The main thing is implants. Implants take time to put in.
I'm fine.
Okay.
How much time does it
machines?
take to put in some cyberclaws and eelware?
Cyberclaws new, that would be pretty quick. That's not too bad.
Okay, yeah.
What
I'm
about
assuming those.
Medicines you already have.
Enhanced vision.
Enhanced vision, that would take 1 time unit. You have 3 time units
I will
before.
do that.
All right.
Want me to do
take that
the
as well,
insta-
so-
Okay.
well,
You have to get new eyes in. That takes time to pop them out, pop the old ones out.
surgery?
Yeah. So well,
I could do
healing
it.
that. Yeah, you could do it. It's just you have 3 time units worth of implantage and planning.
Yeah, it's implants for the Greek for like kick ass.
Yeah, exactly. So enhanced vision you can have. Enhanced vision and so for Aaron, I'll say the cyberware and the EWAR each are 0.5, so you use 2 time units up worth of it.
Okay.
So you have 1 time unit worth of implant
Remaining.
Yeah.
For all of us?
No, it's per
Just
person.
per
yeah.
person, so,
so enhanced vision is 1. Minor ones are worth 0.5 each.
Murdered land.
That would be 1. Neurochem, you mean?
No.
Isn't that the murder? The toxin gland or whatever, the drug gland.
Yeah, I just take murder, but I can just squirt it straight
Yeah,
into the bloodstream.
that's 1 as well.
Yeah, that's
Reflex booster would be like 2.5.
Oh, since it comes standard on mine, do I have to do the 2.5?
No. If it's
If
standard,
it's standard, then I've just
yeah,
got it.
Yeah, you
Okay.
just got it.
The one thing that I don't see on here that I kind of want to get is some of the skill mods.
Yeah. Skill softs.
Yeah, skill
You have access to all the skill softs. Those are you can have. The thing is, you can only have like a certain number on your character at any given time. I think it's like 3 or 4. So you can have 3 or 4 skill softs.
You can't have more than 40 points in skill sauce.
Okay, yeah, it's 40 points of skill softs. So you can have 1 at 40 or 2 at 20 or something like that.
I'm thinking
And they don't add on top of what you already have, right?
They do.
Oh,
That's
they
their
do.
entire point. You
Yeah.
just
Since
can't
I
have
know.
more than 40 points.
Yeah,
since I'm a big flying ball,
Yeah.
don't I need flight to be able to operate this thing?
you can use free fall.
Okay.
If you're not going to get any Top Gun Danger Zone esque things. Hopefully.
And we got to take out the guard dog before we leave the hangar. So
Yes, that would probably be ideal because he might try and
that's
shoot.
why
you.
I got all those disposable seeker.
Yes,
suits.
it's a good idea.
Let's
He
just
is-
open the door. Dunk.
Yeah, chameleon
Yeah.
cloak.
yeah, you could get a
Well, I
surprise
do have
round on him.
a
if
couple
you-
of. Well, I've got secret launchers, so might as well.
Yeah, you would all get a shot.
And that's like 40, 10 plus 12 or something
Yeah,
absurd.
if he doesn't shoot them down, yeah, because he will certainly detect them before they hit.
I'll do
Yeah.
I'll do 1 skill soft of seeker weapons because otherwise I wouldn't know how to use them.
That's no. You get seeker rifles for dummies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like, press R to shoot enemy to make enemy dead.
It's like an adventure game, but the only thing is the only clicking is use rocket on.
Goddamn
thing.
DLC, pay to win bullshit.
All right, I'm ready.
It's from Overkill Software. All right, so if you want to get a surprise round on the Titan War Machine, which is totes scary. Let's see, there it is.
So, yeah, I guess that's the
You could climb on. You could pop out of airlock on the other side of the ship, climb up, get within range, or actually, with your seeker rifles, you could just shoot it from the other side of the ship. The main thing is, if your initial salvo doesn't work, it's probably just going to shoot through the ship to get to you. So you're putting the ship at more risk, or it might just you're not.
So it's on the outer ship, right?
It's on a hangar, which is a box hanging on the edge of the ship, and on an otherwise empty docking spar. So
Oh, let's go with the sensor array guy.
yeah. Hey, how you doing? You like sensors?
Yeah, but I don't know if you're good enough for me.
What are you talking about? I'm the best there is.
So he's really good at sensors.
Yeah.
Tell me the exact distance with laser pinpoint accuracy where that warbot is at the end of the hangar.
All right, yeah, you dirty girl. So you don't even have to make a persuade check. He tells you exactly where it is.
Yeah, no, I want him to paint him with lasers.
Okay.
And then
Oh yeah, give you an
just
aim
put it in the
bonus.
seeker and I'm just dunk.
Yeah.
So also for the kinetics, is it possible to get reactive armor piercing?
That'll
rounds?
give you plus 20 on the surprise round. The what?
Reactive armor piercing rounds.
Yeah. You have whatever you want.
Shit.
Why are you shaking your head, Kayla? We're finally giving you guys everything you want.
We were in trouble, but
Yeah, Ross, I remember the last time that happened, it was the Night Mall.
Yeah, it's fine.
we're in trouble. But at least we're going in
Yeah.
even.
Strapped to the armed to the gills. Yeah, so each of you can get a surprise round with a plus 20 bonus on seeker rifles, and if you it can shoot one of them down. It will get an attack on one of them, but if you overwhelm it with seeker rifles, you could knock it off the ship. You can make a call shot at a -10 to target its legs, and if
Dude,
you blow
we'll
its
all-
legs up, it will float off into space.
Let's all
So,
do that.
You guys,
or
do
you
that
could just-
If it floats off into space, it could still
Yeah,
shoot the shit out of the ship.
yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
But I'll let you guys. Do
Or
that.
you could just target its main
I'm
body
gonna try to
and
keep
try
my
and
hardware
blow it.
industrial in case we need that. So
Well, you can switch while you're on the colony ship. You can switch out. Like it's
Oh.
just when you get to Alpha Plus, you have, what you get is what
You're
you
at a plus 20, plus you have a surprise. So you can be at a plus 30 to hit if you take a full round to aim.
Yeah.
okay.
So then you're at 50, and then what's your base coordination?
Base cord is 10.
Well, Aaron,
So then you're at a 60 to hit.
the thing is, you have the entire every skill soft ever in the ship's library, so you can just put that in there, load that up for this
Like I
fight,
did.
and then load it out. Yeah.
But even base, I just had because I have a spray weapon at 10. But if
Well,
you said if we're doing everything,
it's
that
a
we're getting,
seeker
it's
weapon.
a seeker weapon. So
And you'd be at 60.
Yeah.
screw it. Yeah.
And then if you,
And
pop,
you have 2 of them.
Yeah.
and if you
Because
pop
we
in,
fabbed 8.
and if
Yeah.
you pop in the skill soft, that'd raise it up to 100.
Yeah. So basically, unless you all roll really badly, you're going to blow it up. The main thing is last question is where do you want to? Do you want to be on the other side of the ship for maximum protection, or do you want to be somewhere facing it so it will shoot you if it somehow survives and not the rest of the ship?
I am in a really big armored warbot, so I think
You know what? Let's actually safeguard the ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to step out.
We're actually going to do the right thing here, Rob.
By being the firewall.
Yeah, by
I'm
being
going to
a
be
fire.
the target.
It's your save point. Of course, you're going to protect it.
I'm going to be in the hangar because I suck at free fall. So
Okay.
I'll be the one on the other side of the door when it pops open, I guess.
Okay.
So I have magnetic boots strapping me.
So
Yeah.
your EVA, your EVA,
yeah.
EVA.
EVA, and I'll be inside.
Okay, so you're well. You
Just
could
inside of
You
it.
could just be inside the airlock, have the open one out,
Yeah.
outer one out. All right, so it'll just blow up that airlock. So if it survives, if it chooses you,
And on the
All
off
right.
chance that the Seekers don't manage to blow it up, which is
Shut up.
highly unlikely,
Shut up.
I do want to have a couple of plasma rifles in my other weapon mounts.
yeah, you could have whatever weapons you want. It takes actions to. Well, wait, you have multiple weapon mounts, so yeah, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and you definitely have to be in line of sight of it, so you're probably the closest to it.
Yeah.
I hit murder, so I'll
Yeah.
move around to switch.
Yeah,
All right, 3, 2, 1, shoot it.
yeah. All right, everyone roll. Jesus, that's a 91. So you actually missed, Tom, unless you spent a moxie.
Do you have Moxie left?
I do.
Then?
I only spent 2. I will spend 1 more.
All right, that makes it a 19. So do you hit?
I make it with my smart link.
All right.
By
Hit a
one.
55.
Oh, that's a critical.
63 out of 70 with the skill wearer.
All right, you all hit. You will try and shoot down one of them with its beam weapon.
That's currently 12d10 plus 36.
It will shoot one of them down. Seekers. So
8d10 plus 24.
Aaron's yours blows up as it shoots it with a plasma beam. What do you want me to say?
But David's was armor defeating.
Yeah, well, that's why I didn't hit that. So David, you roll yours separately so I can keep track of armor.
Okay.
What's the AP on a Seeker thingamajigger?
What did you say the damage was for a single one?
That's what I'm asking. And the armor piercing, because it obviously has armor. Yeah, it has a lot of weapons. Ooh. Ooh, a kin sniffer.
Gotta love the index, don't you? Yeah.
Index. Hot rules looking up action here at RPPR.
Something Palladium
We're going to
doesn't
look
have.
things up in books and then quote them to each other. Yeah, that's the kind of podcast you want here at RPPR. Next up, more arguing about the rules.
Big,
yeah, big time.
Big
RPR.
indexes. Hard indexes.
I don't know. Okay, so I got to comment on
3d10 plus 10. So
Comment on
2d6,
what?
10 plus 20.
What's the AP on it?
Minus 6.
Minus 6 AP.
Plasma burst.
All right, it has 20 armor, so it has 14 after the AP. 20.
He's totally arm tuning.
Yeah, so
3d10
you
plus
roll yours first.
Okay, and you said I'm 60, 10 plus 20?
10. No, 3d10 plus 10.
Okay.
You may not actually one-shot it.
So
Yeah, sure,
that's 27.
27? All right. Ow. Both of you two roll. Minus 14, obviously, because it has armor.
Ooh, 17. It's plus 4, 21, plus. Is that 6?
I do 10 damage.
10 damage? All right, 37.
I do.
It will have to make knockback checks, actually.
How much was the reduction for armor?
14. That's 20 armor, so minus 6 AP would be
12.
12 damage. All right. So it is still up. But
Speed 2.
Speed 2, you do get your surprise round. Hold on, let me roll the Psalm check. You don't get the aim bonuses, though.
I know.
It's moved out of position. Like, all that concussive force has knocked it around a little. Anyways, it rolls a 16. It's a Psalm times 3. It has a Psalm of 25, so it's fine. Because it doesn't feel pain.
Well, if it didn't move, we still get an aim bonus because it's still pain.
Actually, well, I mean, you're not your plus 30 bonus because that's only for that attack. I will say the laser guiding will still work.
It's still plus 20.
Yeah, so plus 20 to your hit. So those of you speed 2 can make your second attack. But it will get another chance to shoot because it has speed 2 as well.
I make it.
Okay.
I make.
All right. Do you have speed 2?
Yeah, it's still. I got that and a skill soft.
Oh, what'd you get speed 2 from? Narratim? Or what? How do you have speed 2?
As my 3 time units worth of shit.
No, that's for upgrades, for implants. Do you have speed 2 like in combat? SPD 2?
No, I know.
Okay, well then this is...
Not for this morph. Not for this morph.
Oh, okay. All right. So you're not shooting. All right. It actually misses on its attack, so both yours still hit.
All right. This is an arm defeating.
Yeah.
14 from it.
Okay, so that's going to be 31.
Before armor or after armor?
Armor.
So 17 damage. Because it has 14 armor. Let's see here. So 5 plus 2, 66. All right, what do you get?
Can I roll those?
18.
11, 19, plus 10, 29, minus 14. So, 14 damage?
Really? 14 damage exactly.
29, minus 10 would be 19,
Yeah.
minus 4 would be
14.
14.
Okay. Yeah, no, you killed it exactly. 80 out of 80. Good job.
Somehow you're smoking a cigar in space.
Yes, you're smoking it.
Another secret.
Augmented reality cigar pops on. You get an achievement. So you've knocked it off. This will certainly alert whatever's on Alpha Plus that something's up.
It's okay, we have a password. It's magical.
You have a password. It is a Titan. Well, it doesn't. They don't immediately start shooting missiles at you. So, like, you can tell they're not. Nobody. There's automated systems on watch, but not anything super intelligent. It's like Cronus is distracted by something, like the anomaly in space and time, the space-time continuum.
Get in the shuttle.
All right. So that's where. So you head to the shuttle. Are there any other plans? Are you guys spending any of your other time units? This was, I assume, you do this right before you leave. So.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't
this
have to
is
spend
our-
any time.
Well,
So you have
since I
3
got
time
3
units? Yeah.
I'm going to use those for fabbing up additional weapons, basically.
Okay. Just right.
Yeah.
Well, 2 plasma rifles, 2 heavy rail rifles, depending on which one is going to be more effective, and lots of seeker ammo for my.
Okay, you get they suggest. Oh, I see you're making a lot of weapons. Would you like a ammo bot carrying case, smart carrying case? It's a large case with tank treads that will follow you and maneuvering jets.
Powder monkey bot.
Yeah,
I like to think of it as weapon caddy bot.
it's actually based on the design for Extropia. It's similar to the vendor bot, ammunition vendor bots.
Caddy, I think I'm going to need the sand wedge for this one. Right,
Yeah.
plasma rifle loaded.
Exactly. So
Might as well.
Can we also have it play a little tune anytime it comes to reload? A circus of savings!
of course.
Can we also inform the people on the ship, like, hey, we've removed the watchdog and the...
They're very grateful.
So,
Everyone gets 10 autonomous rep. I forgot which one that is.
hey, Rick.
Is it
Yeah,
a rep?
it's a rep, yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
So
everyone
mine's
gets-
at 20 now.
Yay.
Yay. Okay. Yeah, that was basically all I wanted. Lots and lots of weaponry.
Sure. Just write down exactly
Can
what
we
you
have... So basically, we could just have all the weaponry.
You can have all the hand-to-hand, personnel weaponry that you want.
We're gonna die.
We're totes gonna die. Oh my
You
god.
can have emergency farcasters if you want.
Mine's already built in.
Yours
so
already built in. So
No, I'll take one of those.
I will take one of those.
How many time units do you have left?
The only thing I got was the skill soft.
Okay, so that was well. You already had that, so I'd say an emergency firecaster is 1.5.
Okay,
time
I'll do
units.
that.
So
I'll spend it.
okay, 1.5 time units. So you have an emergency firecaster. It'll transmit back to Oberon. 10 astronomical units away, AUs away.
10 golds away.
Yeah. No. Well, damn it.
What? I can't do a periodic table joke here?
And by the way,
no, I'm sorry.
Jesus.
kill switch and self-destruct.
Okay, you get a self-destruct, so you can blow yourself up real good.
It's like this. Why am I getting deja vu?
Yeah. And so you take the shuttle. The password works. And
What's the password? Vidalia?
It's a 256 string long, 256 character string of random alphanumeric characters. So
But if you play it on the flute, it sounds like something out of...
Yes, that's clearly it's my old ragtime gal. So
I was thinking bicycle built for 2.
you dock, so you safely dock to Alpha Plus, and that's where we'll stop here because this is all I prepared. I didn't know how long it would take you guys to do this. And
Dude, we got our shit together on this one.
yeah, you did.
Woot.
I wanted to give you a chance to prepare for the final session. I didn't want you bitching about not having a lack of supplies for the final battle.
Somehow, I don't think that's really what you were thinking.
Yeah,
Ross.
that's,
Well, I kind of wanted to see.
Why
how
is
you-
it we don't believe you?
God, question, comments, suggestions. Guys, have fun.
no, I'm
Good. My God, we.
I'm looking
No,
forward to seeing.
guys, think about it.
It's the
Dude, guys,
hold
think
that
about it.
hand all over again.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, and by the way, you get to carry a backpack nuke. Holy shit! That is scarier than anything else.
Well,
No,
guys,
to me,
think
this is
about
also-
it. We save people.
True, but also
Mike, we actually save people.
You're still in danger, though.
No,
They're in
still
danger, but-
because
Yeah.
I have a feeling. Just this is my prediction.
They're in far
Kronos
less
is
danger.
trying to open up a portal to an alternate dimension.
Yeah.
They're going all Black Mesa on us.
Yeah,
Apparently.
we're in trouble.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, you're certainly in trouble. Shit's bad. Anyways, well, you'll find out next time in the finale of Duality.
No, well, also admit we behaved somewhat altruistically there.
Yeah, no, you didn't just go all Ahab on them and to hell's hot with you and just plow that ship right into that space station.
Yet.
Yes.
Yet. You haven't ruled it out yet. So.
Plan G. I told you it's Plan
Well,
G.
okay, well, we did waste one person's life, but that was David's by choice.
David by accident. But it's like, how did you find out about Lord Crystal? Oh shit, my cover story.
Like,
I
fuck
glowed!
It wasn't
I
even
did not
that.
have
It
a
was
gun.
like, I have to go out into space, because that's the only way I can die quick enough.
it. Like, I need to go into space now.
Next time you should just duct tape some explosive to your neck. That would
Or
work.
just go Tango and Cash, Plan C,
Yeah.
the grenade.
Oh, yeah. There you go. And with that reference to classic of cinema,
Hells
we'll end this
yeah.
episode. And see you guys next time.